All right, let's welcome Reverend Doctors Rita and Patrick. All right, let's welcome our spiritual directors, Reverends Dr. Rita and Reverend Dr. Patrick.
Can you hear me? Oh, there I am. Welcome to... You on? You on? Are you on?
Just converse.
Oh, okay. Where are we? We're at Center
If you're
for
here for the
Spiritual...
first time, we just started 12 years ago, so we're a little new at this. Aloha, everyone.
Yeah.
Great, it's good to be here. First of all, I want to say welcome to all of you, and then welcome to everyone who is online right now watching us. And also I want to take a moment for some gratitude, because this Friday we had a big red carpet launch for Rita's book. And that carpet, and it was quite an affair. And we left and I got home and I went, oh my gosh, so many people helped to this happen. So everyone who was a part of that, setting everything up, and Angela who was orchestrating everything. I know you don't like to be recognized, but just stand for just a second.
There they are.
There we go.
There's more. There's more Jeanette back there who's being shy.
It was so wonderful to see everyone come out and together. So we just want to say thank you. So do you want to give us a nice centering in?
Yes, let's take a deep breath together. Ah, it's so wonderful to be here and to be in this creative energy, this source energy, that it is all that there is. That's who we are, and it's moving through us, living us, breathing us right here and right now in this moment. We stand on holy ground because we stand with our own 2 feet on holy ground. We are holy, we are whole. So I welcome this time together, knowing that it unfolds in all its perfection from that highest place, and that as we come here today, we receive exactly what is ours to receive and give what is exactly ours to give. We are living embodiments of beauty, love, and light, and I am so grateful to be here to share that with each other, as I just affirm. And so it is. All right. So I believe we have an opening song.
Kyle and Louise, give it up for them.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I grew strong. I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look on your face. Should've changed that stupid lock, should've made you leave your key. If I'd known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me, go on and go. Walk out the door, just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will thrive as long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life to live. Got all my love to give, and I will thrive. I will thrive. Hey, hey. all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept trying to mend the pieces of my broken heart. Spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself, just to cry. But now I hold my head up high and you see me, somebody new. Not the chained up little person, still in love with you. So you felt like dropping in, just expect me to be free. Now I'm saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Go on and go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will thrive as long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give, and I will thrive. I will thrive. Yeah. On and go, walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will thrive as long as I know how to love. I know I'll stay alive. Got all my life to give, got all my love to live, and I will thrive. I will thrive. I will thrive. I've got all my life to live, got all my love to give. I will thrive. I will thrive. I will thrive.
You've been working on
I
that
don't
one,
know.
haven't
Thank you, guys.
you? Yeah.
Now you come alive.
Okay. You know, I'm Mr. Honesty. I hope you were a little bit more in the disco when we were in the discos than we were listening to the first part of this song. I was looking, I go, I don't know if they ever went to a disco. I'm not sure. With the ball tournament thing, some of the young people, you know, they did. And I'm not afraid to admit that I like disco, even though I was supposed to be a 60s kid. Okay, so once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you haven't guessed yet, our theme this month is Thrive. You say the
Yeah.
Okay, and then yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So before we do that, this is our vision statement at this center, and so let's look at it and take it in and say it and think about it and just take it in. So awakening humanity to its magnificence by walking the bridge from duality to unity consciousness. We are in the unitive age. That's where we are. We're recognizing who and what we are and how powerful we are and how we are one, not with our source power, but also one with each other. So that's our message here, to awaken that in ourselves so that we can live the highest and best lives possible from that place. And the world needs that right now for sure. So,
yes. So Happy New Year. We have decided that this year we would not merely survive. Nothing's wrong with surviving, but thriving's even what we're made of. What we're made of is thriving. So we have a wonderful, very short little affirmation. If you want to say it with me, I'll say it once. I decide to thrive in 2025.
I decide to thrive in 2025.
One more time.
I decide to thrive in 2025.
And I'll meet you in a year and we'll compare some notes. How you doing?
Right. This is my year for thriving, for sure. And thriving isn't just about like having money or anything. It's about letting yourself out loud, and really experience this gift of life that we've been given. We're here at this time on earth. It's so exciting in so many ways. And that's, to me, the thriving is just living my full self, not going after things, but just living and breathing that truth of who I am and who you are. So yeah, so that's basically what the science of mind teaches. The science of mind isn't a new philosophy. It's been around for eons and eons. It's being expressed now through different consciousness here on earth now. Different people like Greg Braden, Joe Dispenza, all those people, Bruce Lipton, they're all well, we talked about the transcendentalists. They're like the transcendentalists of this time, and that's what we are. We just know how beautiful, amazing, and magnificent we are, and the gift of life that is ours to give and to live, and to think from the highest place, and then walk out into the world from there. But first, to love ourselves beyond measure, and to feel that source energy within us, and allow it to express itself through us in the best possible way possible. And when we fall, we fall. If that happens, we get back up. We don't just blame ourselves or beat ourselves up or any of that. We just go, oh, where do I need to love a little more? Where do I need to love myself more? And yeah, so.
Beautifully put, beautifully put. How many people love themselves? Just say, yeah. It's a daily thing. It's a daily thing. I got to remind myself. I wake up in the morning and I say, you know what? Another day to love myself. Another day to be the best version of Patrick I can be. And like I said, sometimes it starts out like this, and sometimes a little slower. So who is here for the very, 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 very first time in this space? I know a couple. It's okay. There's
more beautiful people over there.
There
Brian.
we go.
Hi.
There we go.
Aloha.
In this space, right, Kurt? So they're going to take you out. Not take you out, but they're going to take you. They're going to take you out and to do the dance number to thrive at the end. And so I'm kidding. So, but we do know something about you that I just find it fascinating. How you can walk in here for the first time. We've got all this information about you. AI, of course, AI. So why don't we let them know? Did everybody get the little cards about them? Okay, good. Okay, you ready? Let them know who they are.
You are magnificent. Yeah.
You are magnificent. And you must have known that, yes? Yes. Yes, so if you want to just take a moment, let's what do they call it? Wire it in, as Joe Dispenza would say. Let's download this magnificence right here. Put our hands on our heart if we choose. And let's say, I am magnificent. I am magnificent. Oh, and in the quantum field, we are always entangled. So I think we should go to we. We are magnificent. Now, here's the third part of this. Whatever happens here at CSL Kauai doesn't stay at CSL Kauai, because we are live streaming. Those gentlemen back there are live streaming. So there's some people inside of that camera now. We have condensed them all in the field, and they're watching us from their living room or wherever it is, having coffee, breakfast. Let's let them know who they are. You are magnificent. Now look to your left, to your right. I don't care. Just look at somebody and tell them that they're magnificent. You're magnificent, Stephanie. You're magnificent.
You're magnificent.
You're magnificent. You're magnificent.
You're magnificent.
You are magnificent.
Yay.
Wow.
You're magnificent.
Wow, you guys are waking up. I like this. It's like a bar and grill, isn't it? There we go. Yes.
You're right. All right, come back. Come back. Come back.
Back to us.
Okay.
Back to us.
Okay, so we're going to invite up Melissa Mojo, who led our meditation this morning, and she will be doing A spiritual mind treatment and a reading of some sort.
Thank you,
Yes.
Melissa.
No,
Mahalo.
Aloha. It's a beautiful day. So this is a quote from Ernest Holmes. Love is the central flame of the universe, nay, the very fire itself. God is love, and we are God's expressed likeness, the image of the eternal being. So I'm going to read a short healing meditation from the Science of Mind. And Holmes basically says that there's not an occult power in these words, but he feels that they can be effective in inducing a greater realization of life. And this particular meditation really spoke to me this week, so I feel moved to read it. And I wish this sense of realization for us all. I accept the fullness of my own divine well-being. Within myself is that which is perfect, that which is complete, that which is divine, that which was never born and cannot die, that which lives, which is God, the eternal reality. Within myself is peace, poise, power, wholeness, and happiness. All the power that there is, and all the presence that there is, and all the life that there is God, the living Spirit Almighty. And this divine and living Spirit is within me. It is wholeness. It is never weary. It is never tired. It is life. It is complete peace. It is never afraid. It is never confused. It is always poised and beautiful and peaceful. It is always in a state of perfect equilibrium. This is the truth about myself. There is no other self. Every image of fear is erased from my mind. Every sense of confusion leaves my thought. My mind now entertains and reflects the divine in everything I do, say, and think, into my body, into my affairs. That divine within me is wholeness, and my mind reflects this wholeness into every organ, every function, every action, every reaction of my physical being, renewing it after the perfect pattern, the Christ within me. Universal substance reflects itself into my mind, into daily supply, so that everything I need each day is supplied. Before the need is the thing, and with the apparent need, it is met. There is something within me that goes before me and prepares the way wherever I go, making straight the way, making perfect the way, making immediate and instant and permanent and harmonious every situation. Consequently, my reflects Consequently, my mind reflects the fullness of that divine substance, which heals every sense of lack in my life. Peace, poise, power, perfection. The living Spirit within me is me, myself. I accept the fullness of my own divine well-being. Thank you, thank you, thank you, with so much gratitude. I speak these words as law, as we affirm together, and so it is. Thank you, thank you.
In this moment, this place. I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. When I lose myself, when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love.
Mahalo. There's only what? That's what I thought you'd say. Angel got its wings. Oh, that's at Christmas, isn't it? How y'all doing? Good. It's a good day. It's a good day in the neighborhood. Our message today has a name. It's called Step Out. Ooh, step out. How many of you currently or in the past have had a comfort zone? A comfort zone, or maybe several of them. Huh? It's comfy, isn't it? Until it's not. I've got one of these barometers that goes off in me that says, oh, are you done yet? Because the comfort zone is, you've been there a little long, bud. It's time for a change. Oh, I was just getting all comfortable. I love me some Joseph Campbell. Does anybody love Joseph Campbell? He's the man. I know he's still around. Hero's Journey. And this is what this all week I've been on a journey, and it just brought me back to this moment. I'm going to read a quote from him. The hero's journey always begins with the call. Oh, you've heard that ring, have you not? One way or another, a guide must come to say, look, you're in sleepy land. Wake up. Come on a trip. There is a whole aspect of your consciousness, your being, that's not been touched. And so, the journey begins. It has not been touched. I love that idea. And then he goes on to say in another one, that step, the heroic first step of the journey, is out of or over the edge of your boundaries. Anybody got boundaries? If you don't, you should. Boundaries, and it often must be taken before you know that you will be supported. That's the whole key to it, right? Who made this stuff up? This whole idea that we got to step out and trust, which makes sense to me. I'm not a real Bible man, but there's a woman named Edwin Gaines. She talks about the Red Sea parting, and she said that sea is not going to part until every woman, every child, every man has gone into that ocean. Because it's real nice to say, well, once it parts, I'll go. But no. There's this idea of, I have this visual too of me standing in line, and there's just loads of people standing next to me. And somebody's got to go first. You going? Oh, why is everybody staring at me? Step out. Step out. Ooh. Reminds me of a story. You know, I love a story or two. I was working at UCLA, independent contractor. And some of the independent contractors, they think that check can come to you whenever, you know, they kind of want it to be because you're an independent contractor. Well, if you've ever worked with a group of actors, they needed that check yesterday or the day before. So they are like, you know, I have this spirit in me, I always have. We got to do something. We got to make this right. And they're all like standing next to me, and they go, I said, somebody needs to talk to her, the head lady here. Yeah. You guys going to back me, though, if I want, you know? So I went and I did in UCLA, you don't go and, you know, that's going into some grounds over there to start causing the troublemaker Patrick asking for his paycheck, that silly boy. So I went in and I was doing all of this, you know, like, kind of the male version of Norma Ray, you know, like, we will have our paychecks. We're not just actors. I noticed that nobody was supporting me. And I looked around, I was like, well, I told Rita, I said, where'd all those actors go? Well, I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to. Well, you sent me out I'm out there like this, like, we can do this. And so they kindly told me I wouldn't be coming back to UCLA while all my supporters were still there. And so here's the deal with that. It's okay. Not because, oh, powerful Patrick. Oh, I like the ring of that, though. PP, powerful Patrick. The whole idea is you need to step out not knowing if you're going to have that support. It's just a silly universal game that's played with us because it's like wanting to have that faith that if I step out and go beyond my boundaries, go beyond what's comfortable, that I'm still not alone. And there's a message there because we are never alone, ever. And that is so rewarding to know that I can make these decisions and leave the comfort zone and become more of a better version of Patrick. And I want to speak on that for just a second, this about wanting more, better version. Nothing's wrong with this. There never has been and there never will be anything wrong with us. But I was raised by wolves. No, I'm just kidding. I was raised in a family that said, I brought home my report card, and I went, oh, C, I got a C. And Mom was like, nothing wrong with being average. But she meant that from her heart, by the way. She wanted to make me feel good. I said, well, my brother gets straight A's. What's going on? Nothing wrong with that. And I'm going, I'm confused. So what I bought was mediocrity. I bought It's Okay to Be Average. And then as I started to grow, I realized I was anything but average. And so do I wish that I would have that support? Yeah, I guess, of course, but I didn't. So moving right along to the next step. And I liked the journey, the hero's journey of finding out that I was excellent. Maybe not at math or science or all of those wonderful things. And then just to tap on there, because I just heard my mother, who's no longer in this form, she said, "Would you tell him the other part?" She's still talking to me. What is that going on here? She said, I came home and I got all A's because I was going to prove myself, all right? Honor roll. Mom, check it out. Straight A's just like my brother. And she said to me, "I just want you to know that I don't love you any more with an A than a C, just because you have an A." And I went, damn, I worked all that thing to get those A's, and I'm still the same. Stepping out to me is stepping out of those wonderful, wonderful comfort zones. And I'm not going to apologize for wanting excellence in everything that I do, everything that I am in charge of as a leader. It has nothing to do with being an A student or any, it has to be that I want to be the best that I can be. So when I strive to remember my excellence, then I want to share that with other people. But it's not about a measuring stick here. Does that make sense? Because we are so divinely guided, so packed in, so wired for this incredible thing called good. I don't use the word God very much because if you're here for the first time, our particular philosophy does not believe in anything outside of self. That all of that incredible power resides right here. I like to think of it in my heart, but it resides and it doesn't have form. We are the very expressions of this thing called God. Wow, and you all look different. That's the wonderful part about it. The individualized expression of this thing called life. So I got another little, oh no, this is Neil Donald, sorry, we're switching over. He says, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. It does, it does. Friday night, we stepped out of our comfort zone. Oh, we did indeed. And if you've read the book, you know it to be so. What I love about it is people were here on Friday and for the book signing, and then they were like, what are they talking about? Because we kept referring, and they were going, I wonder what's in that book. Nice marketing, right? They're like, I don't need to know what's happening. And so when we went home on Friday night, we were exhausted because a lot of things are revealed in that book, and some of them have my name on it. And it was this incredible, daring woman who decided that she would not, it's something about telling, when you tell stuff that I was raised with being, when you have a secret, secrets are best kept a secret. And I was like, for who, you? No. Keeping a secret at my expense doesn't really necessarily work for me anymore. So what did I feel? What did we feel? There's a sense of leaving that comfort zone and actually exposing oneself to say, this is who I am. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm a quantum kid, man. I'm a quantum love child. Are you kidding? Wow. But it does take courage. And not to just, my mom always told me, she gets a little playtime today, doesn't she? My mom always told me, whatever you do, don't air your dirty laundry. And so dirty laundry to me is something to be ashamed of. And I'm going to let you know right now that there is no one in this room, no matter what we have experienced, has to live in the land of shame. We are too powerful for that. We are love incarnate. Wow. So act like it. You know what I mean? That's what I get. Act like it. Not act better than anyone else. How could we be better than anyone else when we're all from the same entanglement, right? So where it's been, why I don't like the word average or in the middle is because to me the journey starts with the decision and then we go. And sometimes you're like this, and then sometimes you're like this. I'm going to go. And then in the middle, I just want to let everybody know who's going on a journey of any kind. Sometimes it gets really messy in the middle. And that's where I used to call it swimming across, and I can either go all the way to the other side, or I can turn around in the middle. I can go back. I can go back. Have you ever wanted to go back to something, you make a decision, and you're like, whoa, this is a little scary. It's a little messy here in the middle. How did it get so messy? Has life ever been messy, or am I the only one who's had any kind of messy life? Anybody? Yeah. Nothing wrong with messy. I've actually had some really good times in my mess. Woo! Until I didn't. Message today for all of you. The journey, let's take it. Every day, every moment is an opportunity to start again. Every moment is an opportunity to take that step. Every moment is an opportunity to love yourself through it. Our friends in Los Angeles, which is where I come from, and the Bay Area, yeah, they're going through a lot in their journey right now. And I was saying on Friday, I said something like, it's a beautiful day or something, and we feel as though, I don't know about any of you, I'm just going to tangent for a moment. It seems as though we're afraid to be, and I actually heard this from somebody, to be happy or to express joy if everyone else isn't there. And I don't know about any of you, but I used to always feel that. I didn't want to come in and say, wow, I was in the quantum field, non-local, woo! I was expanding all over the place, man. I feel good. And then you say, I can't really do that because they're not going through it. I mean, they're not in joy. But I used to do that a lot in my growth. I used to sit in the back seat a lot, the back seat of life. And I let you drive because I felt like you needed it, that you'll be confident. I have confidence, of course. So what I know about that is joy. Right now, my friends and those people there need our joy. And I know it feels as though we're helpless because we can't help them physically. Rita's like, well, I guess we can get on a plane and go over there. No. But I'm going to tell you this for a beautiful ending. We are entangled with them right here and right now. Those people, I heard something today, there's so much destruction, but there's also so much connection. These people are connecting. I said it on Facebook, I said there's no strangers. You know, if you've ever been through any of this, I've been through an earthquake and you know, never spoke one word to the people in my apartment. No, everybody, hello, well, when that earthquake hit, we were practically living together. Sharing phones, making barbecues, bringing and they did it here on this island with the hurricane. We came together. And so the question is, for me today, do we absolutely need a disaster to come together with that same kind of family unit? I don't think we do. I do not think we do. We don't need to do that. We can do that right here and right now. And so I'm just going to know right here that the love that is in this room, and there's a lot of it, we're going to rain. We're going to turn it into rain for our family and our friends and our strangers in California, in Los Angeles. And our love is going to be so powerful in this room without even leaving. Give them a donation. Do that. Call. Check in. That's great. But right here and right now, in the field in which we live, and that is the... And I also know that whatever is happening in this, with this siren, whatever is happening, they are not alone. They are not alone. There is something guiding, directing, and moving that force along. So back to the rain. Let's take that love. Let's know that we are always entangled. And just breathe it in. Close our eyes if we choose, and let's see it. Let's see all of that love raining down upon these fires, upon these beautiful people. And know that we have the power to claim absolute safety and direction for every single person and animal and building and everything that's going on there. That is who we are. We have the right to speak the word. We have the right to be this authority, and because of who and what we are. And so it is. Stepping out.
Be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast, be the backlash, somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up, nothing's gonna hurt you the way that words do. And they settle beneath your skin, kept on the inside, no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. What would happen if you say what you want to say and let the words fall out? Honestly, I want to see you be brave with what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. I want to see you. I just want to see you. I just want to see you. Well, I want to see you be brave. I want to see you. I just want to see you. I just want to see you. I want to see you be brave. Everybody's been there. Everybody's been still. Down by the enemy, falling for the fear, done some disappearing, bow down to the mighty. Don't run, stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big and brave is and say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. It's honestly, I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. But I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. 'Cause honestly, And I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say, and let the words fall out honestly. And I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Well, I wanna see you be brave. I wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. Well, I wanna see you be brave.
Okay, so step out. How scary is it to step out? Right? So I stepped out big time, what I consider big time, but I'm sure maybe to other people it might not be. But I want to make something clear, so I wrote this book, and this book is not about my sexual exploitations and, the things I did. This book is about me telling the truth of how I evolved. And I put a lot of work into my life when I found the science of mind. The first part of my book is about how life got to be the way it is. And it talks about all the programs and things that we're fed as we're children, and from our friends, and from race consciousness and all that, and how we live on a sort of remote. And there's a quote by Henry David Thoreau, no, not that one, Ralph Waldo Emerson: "Whoso would be a man or woman must be a nonconformist. He who would gather immortal palms must not be hindered by the name of goodness, but must explore if it be goodness." So I think that's what I did for the first part of my life. People were telling me things, and maybe you can identify this. And for me, I was a nonconformist. I mean, I was just like, I'm going to go the opposite of what anybody told me. But the problem is, when you do that, if you don't have the substance behind it, if you don't know what your values really are or what you really believe in, you're going to go out and you're going to just, at least I did, create a life based on being a nonconformist and being kind of a rebel without a cause. And I think the first part of my life, I was sort of a rebel without a cause. Yeah, like those guys out there. I did that too. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because there's a divine energy within us, a intuition within us, a divine urge, a divine discontent, whatever you want to call it, that's always pushing us forward. So when I left home at 18, because I didn't want to live under the restrictions of a patriarchal dad, and I had slept with my boyfriend, and I was, considered basically a whore, and, I might as well just, give it up right now. My dad didn't talk to me for 2 years. When I went out from that, I was kind of reacting. I was reacting. But what I was reacting to was that place within us that we don't even sometimes are conscious of, that's pushing us to come back to ourselves, that doesn't want to be like restricted by anything, that wants to express itself fully and completely. And like I said, when we don't have the knowledge or the wherewithal for all of that, we just act out. And so I spent the first part, probably the first 45 years of maybe 40 years of my life, just pretty much acting out, even being married, just acting out and trying to find that wholeness and not knowing what it was. And so I lived unconsciously. And there's more for us than that. And when I came to this science, I was able to put all of that together in a way that made sense to me and allowed me to forgive myself and allowed me to remember who I was and to recognize who I was and to recognize this divine urge, this divine discontent that leads our lives, and to actually embrace the idea that I could be God. Now that is definitely a nonconformist, but it's different because what it is, it's us discovering ourselves. And so what is God? God is love. God is this energy, this source. It's not this being up there that's doling out rewards and punishments and coming in sometimes and telling us, oh, I'm going to have a fire over there and let's do a Holocaust and all of this. That's not God. God is a divine energy that moves us forward no matter. Like your quote said, Melissa, it's moving us through. What was the quote? I need that quote because it was a really good quote. It really says what it is. Which one is it? The secret to thriving in life is the willingness to go through what you go through. So there's nothing, go through what you go through. Did I say it right? Grow through. I'm sorry, grow through. There's my eyes. Okay. The secret to life, I know what I want to say, is in life is the willingness to grow through what you go through. So I think the first part of my life, I wasn't necessarily growing through it. I was just going through it. Then when I recognized that, then I was able to grow through it, even though it had already happened, because I was able to go back and put all the pieces together and say, wow, okay, I'm not a sinner, but I went through some stuff. And that's another thing I love about this teaching is there is no sinners besides a sinner is somebody that when we miss the mark, when we forget who we are and we go off track and we're forgetting who we are. It's missing the mark. I think that's a archery term. Missing the mark is a sin. So when I was able to put all that together and recognize that there was something greater happening, and there's the nonconformist. I don't know how many people or philosophies talk about being God. We don't even know totally and completely what God is. We know that there's a creative force that's pieced together the whole universe, and that is moving through the whole universe. It's expanding the whole universe, and it's us. It is our consciousness. I'm reading this great book now called The Not Yet God, and I want to say this because it's so important. If we're experiencing any kind of lack, limitation, any of those things in our life, it's because we have identified with that. And we have identified with it. We have put that behind our I am. And we have done it mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, however you want to talk about it. We've put an I am behind it, and we've evolved with that I am until we decide to change that I am. And in every moment, that's the beautiful part, we get to change it. We don't have to live the same life that we lived yesterday or even the last moment. We get to change it and expand into a different I am. So this got me this morning because I realized that my life, I was living my I am, and I was living it unconsciously. And then when I got to learn and grow and understand who I was and actually have the audacity to say, could God be something different than what I thought it was as a Catholic girl, as a Mormon girl? Could it be something totally just a presence, a power, an energy, a source that I am? And when I was able to say yes to that, then I had something to work with. I had something to work with in my life. And then I began to live consciously. So when that song is saying, be brave, say what you want to say, you can't just say what you want to say if you don't know what you're saying. Like if you're basing it on judgment and all of these things, or somebody hurt you or whatever, it's that thing of going in within, knowing what you stand for, knowing what your values are, knowing who you are, and then say what you want to say. And some people are going to like it, and some people aren't going to like it. And some people are going to walk away from you, and some people are going to come because they're like, wow, I want more of that. I want to embrace that in my life. And we can spend a lot of time looking out there. Every time we're looking out there, we're forgetting that it's all in here. And I'm encouraging you to contemplate on that it's all in here, and that we're the ones that are evolving all of this. We're the ones. and whoever else is in the world. So when we wonder about things, there's no concrete answer to the fires in California. There's nothing like that we can say, oh, it happened because of that or that. I mean, maybe physically we can, but emotionally, spiritually, whatever. If anybody comes up to you and says to you they think they know why you have that sickness, or they think they know why you're bankrupt, or blah, 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 because you did this or you did that, I would run the other way, because nobody knows anything. I just heard a talk the other day by someone who said, what would you say to someone who said they just lost their daughter? Would you try to tell them why they lost their daughter? No. You would sit with them. You would comfort them. You would love them. You would tell them that they had everything within them to be here. I'll be with you in the darkness. You wouldn't do that. So I don't know why I'm getting off on this tangent right now, but it's coming through me, because I think being brave doesn't mean just say whatever you want to say. What it means to me is really being willing to go inside ourselves and find out who we are. Find out for ourselves what's happening in our life, and not try to figure out why it's happening, but try to going back to who we truly are, which is an energy and a source that is unlimited in its scope. It's unlimited. And so, and it doesn't mean that we won't confront, that there won't be a fire someday, or divorce, or any of these things. But if we're willing to grow through those things, they're there for our expansion. They're there for our evolution. We are evolving a whole universe right now through each and every one of us. So I'm really passionate about this, and I'm really excited about it. And I love this teaching, because it basically understanding these things and working on understanding them, and not understanding them totally, just being in the mystery too sometimes, has changed my life. I'm not the same person. I don't know what would have happened to me if I had stayed where I stayed, but I had to take these things. I remember when I got a divorce, it was like I took my lifeline, and I didn't know about this science, and it was like I took my lifeline, yanked it in another direction, and it felt awful, but I still knew I had to do it. So that's that part of yourself that knows inside that there's something and it's pulling you, but you don't really know what it is, and you're just doing it. But that's the guiding part that goes, even when you're unconscious, goes, there's something here. We call it divine discontent, or the divine urge. So just my invitation is to settle into our lives and to look at them. You know, the unexamined life, like Socrates said, is not worth living. And to find out how we can grow, find out how we can grow more into this consciousness of love, into this consciousness of peace within ourselves, into this consciousness of compassion for ourselves and for others, all of that. And one other thing, and forgiveness. Forgiveness. I get this thrown at me all the time. When things happen, I'm not forgiving. Forgiveness has nothing to do with anything besides letting go. It's letting go of the animosity. It's letting go of wanting to get revenge. It's letting go and just letting things be where they need to be, and to take care of what is yours to take care of. That's what forgiveness is to me. And I live by that. So let's grow together, okay? Let's expand. Let's wear our red dresses, and which is just our wholeness, and be all that we can be. The world needs us now. I know it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Woo. All right. I gotta get a sip of water. Hold on.
Get yourself. Give it up once again for Dr. Rita. Stepping out, people.
The secret to thriving in life is the willingness to grow through what you go through. Thank you, Melissa.
Okay, this is our time of affirmative. Yes, affirmative what? Giving. Okay, so we're going to have a little music with this, but this whole time, we've always said this, it feels prehistoric at times, you know, to be passing baskets and doing all of this. And we've tried other ways. And so you can tell the other ways, we had to go back to the baskets. But the whole idea is not about a basket or about what you're putting in. It's about doing it with absolute pride. This is what I have always known, because I was taught with bills in Catholic school, because I would collect them and I was the altar boy and stuff, and all of the bills would be so wadded up and almost like sweat was on them, and it was like, you know, and I said, oh my God, my whole heart as a little boy was like, what's everybody so, if anything, just put your hands over there. We have a lot of people that do online, put your hands over there. But I said that one time, and when we first started at the hotel, I said, be proud. You got to stick it on your forehead and say, yeah, law of circulation. And so then I looked down, and of course, there was somebody with a bill on their head. Because, you know, it means I had some power. They took my word. But let's be joyful about giving whatever it is. A smile, it saves lives when you give somebody a smile. So, just wanted to tell you, it's about the law of circulation. What are we doing up here, guys? We're going to do a little circulating. Ooh, nice lead-in. Now I want you to wake up, because there's going to be a pancake breakfast today. So you got to get energy to, oh yeah.
Circulate my love right now. I circulate my love, and it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. I circulate my joy right now. I circulate my joy. Circulate my joy right now. Circulate my joy. Oh, it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. Circulation across the nation. It's a love vibration around the world and beyond. Circulate my gift right now. Circulate my gift. Circulate my gift right now. I circulate my gift, and it returns to me, multiplied abundantly. Circulation across the nation. It's a love vibration all around the world and beyond.
All right, so we just take this moment to say thank you and bless it and bless all of us for our beautiful, abundant lives, knowing this goes out to heal and prosper and bless, and that it returns to everyone here in multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
So it is.
We forgot
And
to
thank
learn.
you, everyone online. They've got it set up that you just have to push.
It's never
And
too late.
Speaking of which, you notice that everybody on social media now said, if you really liked or you had something going on here, push the like, push the share. That's how we're going to get ourselves out into our world, is people sharing what's happening in this room, right?
Okay, so right after this, and we ask that you stay seated, not stay seated, you can dance and stand up for the closing song, but there will be, thanks to Kiana
And the team back there.
Ron and Reverend Suzanne and Leslie, we are having a pancake breakfast, I guess. Everything's possible
And
at Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. But Kiana is back there making pancakes and something else. And taro pancakes, is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh my God. Okay, so that's happening. So there's plenty for everyone, so let's just keep the energy going.
Aren't you glad you came?
Yeah, aren't you glad you came? I smell bacon too, so sorry to the vegetarians, but it's too bad.
Wow, she's bold since she wrote a book.
So CSL Kauai choir practice is tomorrow. They're getting ready for Martin Luther King Day. They're also getting ready for a special song they're going to sing at the end of the month. We still have our, what do you call it? Food drive.
It's ongoing.
And our beautiful Jeanette is doing yoga on Tuesday mornings with Quanta at 9 a.m. And a little word about Quanta. She's our kitten. Some of you don't know who she is. But please just know that she likes to grab things because she's a kitten. So if you're going to go down and wave your hands at her, more than likely you're going to get scratched. So, and I also encourage you, if she bothers you, to just not throw her against the wall, but just pick her up and let her go or whatever. But, you know, we're trying to train her. So all this kind of stuff, And this kind of stuff doesn't work.
Yes,
Okay.
and we're actually this week or next week going to get her. We weren't going to because she's mostly an indoor, but we're going to get her little shots and stuff. So she has a Quanta Fund raising thing too back there. So if you want to chip in with a little bit, that would be great.
Okay, and so I'm going to invite Stream up to talk about MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day, Junior Day, which is happening all over the island, right? And
Yeah, we got 4 events.
yeah, so go ahead.
Aloha. So I'm very grateful to these two and to the community here. This will be our 2nd annual Martin Luther King celebration in the what I call the Temple of Magnificence.
Yes.
I got some flyers here. It'd be great if some of you took them and put them places that I haven't put them yet, or showed them to friends that haven't come here before, and get some new people here. And we're calling this gathering here this next week a gathering honoring the message of Martin Luther King. We're the ones we've been waiting for.
Yes.
Creating our beloved community, hosted by these two here, and they'll both be participating, talking and singing, whatever, and now it's become the kind of one of the annual concerts for my wife Miranda's Voice Weavers. So,
Yes.
and I'm prejudiced, but I think they're worth coming just to hear them. So,
right.
And then the Love Tribe drummers will be here again, some small part of them, I think, because they're a little wounded at the moment, and Issa and Melody, I'm not sure if Ernest will make it or not. And then Sue Wood will be talking about Aid Africa and some other stuff. So
Yes.
come on out and tell your friends and take a flyer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stream.
Yeah, it was wonderful last year if you were here. It was wonderful. So this never gets mentioned. Rita does a 21-day, she's calling it the in-word, in and out, this at 6 a.m. in the morning. Don't worry, it's recorded. You can all day. It's her meditation. She just finished one.
It's 15 minutes.
It's 15 minutes, which is perfect, right? And I did the last 21 days. I know somebody else in this room, they did.
I'm doing another one on January 20th. Not for any reason particular.
Martin Luther King's
but
birthday.
that's the day I'm starting it. Anyway,
and then your labyrinth is next week.
And then we are teaching a class called Deep Diving into the Science of Mind. So if you are interested in taking this philosophy, science, and really learning it and working with it and being held responsible because you're with other people to keep you on track, then join us. We're doing it on Zoom because we understand that a lot of people don't like to drive at night. So it's going to be starting on January 23rd at 5 p.m. on Zoom. It will be recorded if
5
you miss
p.m.
it.
Hawaii time, so the California kids.
It's 8 weeks.
It'll be 7.
It's 8 weeks. And then, I don't think we need to talk about
No,
that yet.
but that.
This. So the other thing is we are bringing the dream forward, which is a little day retreat that we do at our home. It is, there's only 2 spots left for it. It's on January.
Only 6 people.
Yeah, it's only 6 people.
Yeah.
It's very intimate, and it's at our home. Saturday, January 25th from 9 to 3 p.m.
Sign up in
And
the
there's 2,
bookstore.
like I said, there's 2 spots left. And is there anything else you want
No,
to say?
and then just one other little thing. Our movie this month is the Mindfulness Movement. It's a documentary. It's really a cool film. And we'll be having that. I think that is just about it. And then one other thing. We've changed our sacred journey for you who are traveling and come in and out, or even the ones that are here. We used to do it, it's for 10 years, so there's 20 people that we have as participants. We've changed our whole thing. There are only 10 now, and now there's only 8 left because 2 just signed up. It will be in October. We'll talk more about it as it goes along, but if you have anyone that's coming here or anything, we were really requested to have it more intimate and a little bit more diving deeper into that whole 7 days. So talk to us about it.
It's on our website.
It's on our
too.
website, definitely.
Okay.
And I think that
That's
is it. And we want to throw out some thank yous.
Yeah, but first we want to
Bring
practitioners.
up the practitioners.
These are our practitioners of our center who've gone through 4 to 6 years of study to be consciousness on demand for you. So if something's come up for you and you need a spiritual mind treatment, which is just a movement of energy, and you want to release something in your life, please come and see one of them, and they're very good at
And
what
it's
they
very
do.
simple. You just walk up and say, I need some extra knowing on my finances right now. I need some extra knowing in my heart for what's going on with me, and that they will do their spiritual mind treatment.
Right,
That,
and they can
that
explain
easy.
more.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it, so thank you.
So let's
up
do
to
a
you.
few thank yous. Melissa Moja, practitioner of the day, and yeah. Angela and Anna, they were our Malama, and Glenn Head and Sue, Sue's not back there. But anyway, Angela, but the reason I stopped is we have a new program now called Volunteer of the Month. We have been here for 12 years and we just started doing it. Guess who the first, we've been honoring them, but not like on the web and on all this. Once a month. This month, he's not in there because he's counting the abundance, is Glenn Head. He is the, and next month will be Quanta. This is Quanta, if you,
This is Quanta. We'll see if she wants me to pick her up or
she
not.
said,
Say
yeah.
hi. She
So
says-
another thank you here. Ron Stover, Kiana with those pancakes back there, Leslie David, Peggy, Jerry in the bookstore, and here, she's everywhere. And in the back, I just want to say thank you again, Charles and Orion. Charles was here. Jonathan Lee, who was here every single Sunday for years and years, actually took off and went to a wedding. And so this is the first time, so you guys have done a beautiful job. Thank you for holding down the fort. And then we have Charles, and then part the Red Seas. Charles and Louise. So before we indulge in this wonderful thing called pancakes and bacon, let me just take a moment to just bathe in spirit. Bathe in this incredible time that we have had together. Bathe in this idea that our energy is that powerful. I am so grateful for the opportunity for us to come together once again. And if we have forgotten, we got a chance to remember who and what we are. And that is this incredible vibrational frequency of life itself. So I just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we allow ourselves to just bathe once again in this thing called love, and we take it out into our world. And I am so grateful, and I release it to a law of my being that says, yes, I have the authority to claim, reclaim, and send forth and activate anything that I choose from a place of love. And with that, I just say thank you. I release my word. We let it go. And together,
So it is. Take it away, Kyle and Luis.
Oh, hello.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. We don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say. No one will love you as you are. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. We are glorious when the sharpest words want to cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. I'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors, yeah, that's what we'll become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. We are glorious when the sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Sharpest words that cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood, I'm gonna drown them out. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me.